to load. There we go, we get our tip of the day. Now the first thing you have to do is go to New, Source File. Now we're going to have to save this. So save as, and now here's the important part, save it as a C source files. Now we're going to call it Hello YouTube. Save that. Now that you have everything set up, what we're going to have to do is, whenever you write a C program, you have to have a header. Without a header, your functions are useless, and I'll explain functions in a little bit. So the first thing we have to do is write $, that's shift 3. We're going to write include two lines, or not lines, alligators, Pac-Man, stdio.h. Now, what that does, it allows us to use the printf function. Whoops. Now, without that, printf would not work. Now, I'm going to do these tutorials as if you never had any programming experience. So, now that we have our header, and every program needs a header, now that we have this, we're going to write the hello world part, which is a basic printing application. Not the printing out of a printer, but this is a little different. So now, what we have to do is we have to do the main function. What we have to do is write int main parameters void. Now what this does, what this code means is that it has a main function. It looks for the main function first. So, int means integer, which is a function. It defines the function. We'll go over that later. And void means it's not asking for any arguments or information. Now things to remember. C looks for main first, and headers are important to use functions. Now, what you're going to need to do to start your Hello World program is that. Then you're going to do curly brackets. These are, every function starts with these. Do a couple spaces, doesn't matter. Now what we're going to do is write printf parameters empty, do double quotation marks, hello YouTube. Now what double quotation marks mean is that it's a string, which is a bunch of characters. Anything you type on a keyboard, characters. So now we're going to have to do the semicolon, and what that does, that tells C to move on to the next line. Don't forget this or else your program will not work. Then, are we done? Let's see. If you try to run this, do you see that? Did you catch that? I'll do it again. See, in C, whenever the default for C, what C to do is to run the program and quickly close it. But we don't want that. We want to see what we actually wrote. So what we're going to have to do is write the get character function, leave the parameters empty, and forget the semicolon. Now what this does, this function is useful for when you want to input data and save data, but this function is just make sure it doesn't exit out the program. So let's run the program. Hello YouTube. Now this little line right here is waiting for you to press something to enter. Let's press 7. It exits the program. And that's pretty much it. You can play around with this program a little bit. Type in some more stuff like, I don't know, how are you? That's a nice way to propose if you want to. No.